Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for December the 21st, 2024, the last Saturday before Christmas, the day we all need to go out and do our shopping if we didn't finish it already. We actually have finished ours already, but may still take a trip to the mall later on, just for the fun of going to the mall on the last Saturday before Christmas. It's fun when you don't have to. We'll also probably go on Christmas Eve, because again, it's fun when you don't have to. It is less fun when you are actually still actively shopping. But today you do get a double dose of me being annoying and think fairly fast succession. It's probably only been an hour or two since the Into the Adventverse video came up, and now this one already hot on its heels. But to balance that out, let's keep in mind that I think this is the first Weekend Magic I've done all month long, because we've actually been pretty good this month. We've not bought a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't for Christmas presents. I mean, we did the Disney outlet, but that had its own video. There's no reason to do any of that in a video like this. But there are a few things we've picked up over the month, maybe a little bit over a month. I know some of the stuff is actually from November. And I thought today, as we bring the holiday season in for a landing, would be a good time to take a look at it. I mean, of course, we've had a good December. We've had our Lego Spider-Man calendar and our Star Wars Droid Factory calendar, and of course, lots of lovely holiday spirits between the straightaway 12 Nights of Cocktails and my cobbled together gonk box full of buzzballs. And it's been a pretty good Advent run this year. But there's some other holiday things. Some of what we're looking at today is Christmassy. Some of it's just stuff that's kind of brought some joy to the holiday season. But we'll start out mostly with the Christmas stuff. And we'll start with some plush. We'll start with some plush. First off, we have this. Raise Little Cane 2024 Candy Cane Limited Edition. This is from the chicken restaurant Raising Cane's. If you're not familiar with them, they are a restaurant that serves basically just chicken fingers. They have a sandwich, but I think that actually has chicken fingers on the sandwich. And they're, if you like chicken fingers, if you like their chicken fingers, they're pretty good. Little spendy, but pretty good for what you're getting. They have a nice dipping sauce. They have a very nice dipping sauce, and they do a really nice like Texas toast with it, which is just, it's lovely. But we went in there early on in the season and I saw they had these on the counter. And since they opened, they've had like a plush cane. The dog's name, I believe, is Cane. It's either Cane or Raising Cane itself. It's actually, I guess, like the owner's dog, or was the owner's dog. I have no idea if the dog is still actually with us. But it's where the restaurant gets its name. It's named after the dog. And this is a little candy cane version of Cane. But yeah, when they first opened, they had like a plush version of Cane, not in Christmas gear, behind the counter, but they don't seem to actually sell that in the store. It's just a sign on it saying to go to their website to buy stuff, and I'm, more of a let's buy it in the store kind of person when I can be. So when we saw that they had these in the store, and I think they were like $10. Yeah, naturally I picked one up. It did go to charity, but I don't remember which one, and it doesn't say on it anywhere what charity it was in support of. That's a very cute little plush dog in a candy cane costume. It's got the little sunglasses on. Does say Raising Cane chicken fingers on the bottom. And yeah, it's still this plastic. I don't know if we're going to open it or not. I kind of want to, and I kind of don't want to at the same time. This is not an issue I used to have. When I was working like at KB Toys, I really didn't have the leave it sealed like mentality that I have unfortunately developed in the intervening couple of decades. But yeah, now I'm very much especially if it's been around for a while, I get more hesitant to open it. Because like I know there's less of them that aren't open. And do I want to make one less of them that aren't open? But yeah, for now, at least we're leaving it closed up. It may get unwrapped at some point and put on a display. We have our little holiday plush on one of our chairs. And this may join them when it gets unwrapped. But speaking of holiday plush, I want to let you know something. I have never in my life made a Build-A-Bear. Never done it. I do kind of regret having not done it back when they had them at Downtown Disney and Disneyland Resort. Just because they had some unique pieces there for them that of course now you can't get. But they have one at the mall. They actually recently moved it this year to a much smaller location than it had been. And last year when it was still in the big location, we saw that they had, you could build a Santa bear. And by the time we decided we would do one, they didn't have the boots anymore. So we said, we'll wait, we'll do it this year. Maybe do a video on it. I did not do a video on it. And technically, I still haven't done a Build-A-Bear because this is my wife's, but this year she did finally get her Santa Claus Build-A-Bear. Now, of course, if you've never done Build-A-Bear, all these pieces here are separate. The bear is actually fairly reasonable priced. I don't remember how much it was, but it was fairly reasonably priced. But then you have to add on the clothes, the hat's a separate piece, the boots are a separate piece, the candy cane there, another cane, is a separate piece as well. But it's very cute. They also have a beard. We didn't see any beards on the shelf there, but my wife said she didn't really want the beard. We saw the beard like when we were going out. They had the one in the window, had the beard on it. But she said she didn't want the beard because we could have gone back and gotten the beard. But yeah, these are the boots. Last year they were out of these boots. They're actually good. They're like a reasonably soft rubber. They look like they're hard plastic. They actually are flexible. They're not super hard. Of course, you can't make him stand up because he's meant to sit. But he's like not quite bent enough to sit on his own. You still have to kind of lean him on something. Or get like a doll stand maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can make him stand up with a doll stand. He's too close to the camera. I don't have the camera set for something this large because this is the largest thing. Everything else gets smaller from here. That's very cute. She picked out this bear. They had, and I knew they had, I've seen them in the window. They have Bluey and Bingo from Bluey. If you don't know what Bluey is, it's a great cartoon and you should go watch it. It's on Disney+. And I was like, what am I going to do with a Bluey and a Bingo, because they don't have any clothes that fit them, right? I mean, they don't fit the normal Build-A-Bear style clothing. But we did find out they have the granny's costumes for those plushes. So we may go back at some point and build ourselves a Bluey and a Bingo. They were doing like a sale, like buy one, get one for like $14 or something, but it was only on select ones, and Bluey and Bingo were not part of that selection. So I did take a wait on those. But yeah, it's very cute. The process is interesting. They have like little sound chips you can put in them. We didn't buy a sound chip for this one. He just got whatever the little default heart is. I think my wife gave it a name, but I don't remember what it is. Oh well. Yeah, it's very cute. Finally, we do have our own little Santa bear. And of course, you can always, after the holidays, instead of putting him away with the Christmas stuff, just strip him of his Christmas clothes and get him something else, like some Harry Potter robes, or I think they have like Star Wars clothes for them, and maybe get him a granny's costume. I don't think it would fit him properly, but you could theoretically do it. And that's all the largish things. So now let's go down there to look at some smaller things. We've got some pins, we've got some action figures, and we've got, very special to me, some AI slop cookie tin action to check out. So yeah, let's go down there and look at the little things. All right, now we're down and set, ready for smaller things. First, starting out, let's look at the droids. So of course, we've been all month long been putting together our Star Wars Droid Factory droids from my Advent calendars. That's over on the Into the Adventverse playlist. If you haven't been watching them and you want to watch them, they're there. Go watch them. But aside from the Droid Factory calendar, Disney does generally release, usually, well, some years they've released both a single and then a 3-pack. I think a 3-pack, maybe a 4-pack. I think actually might be a 4-pack under the Droid Factory line. This year they only released, I think the last couple years they've only released one, and this year's is R4TR3, or R4 Tree. She's got a lovely little tree look going to it, star on top. And yeah, the back here tells you all the information you need to know about the droid. You can pause it and try to read it if you'd like. It's got this stuff here. We've read some of that stuff before, but it's a little different. All right, we'll read it. All different types of droids populate the Star Wars galaxy. Each droid is different and has their own unique personality and colors. This droid is right at home on the forest moon of Endor. Join R4TR3 on their adventures throughout the galaxy. May the Force be with you and your droids. Yeah, just a cute little, another droid to go in my collection. Now, unfortunately, the blister pack ones generally don't open because there's no way of opening it without destroying the blister pack. So it'll go in, like, just in the stack with all of the other droids from both Halloween and Christmas from past years. And I think there's a couple Pride droids in there as well. And at one point, one thing, so, looking at this, and I just like now realize it. Last year, I finally, for the first time ever, found some of those holiday Star Wars Black Series figures. And this year, not only have I not found any, I haven't even seen any online. Did they not do any this year? Did last year's not do well? Is that why I was able to find them last year? Because I found, I think, 3 or 4 of them last year. This year, nothing. Not a one, not Target, not Walmart, not even online have I found any holiday Black Series droids this year. So I'm guessing they didn't do any. So this is my only, well, of course, you know, my calendar ones, but this is my only, like, packaged Star Wars Droid Factory droid for the holiday season for this year. Moving away from action figures, a few years back, I think 2018, maybe 2019, back when it was still Shop Disney, DisneyStore.com were throwing in with some shipments of stuff, little holiday button badges with different Disney properties. I think there was like Star Wars ones, I think some Disney ones that we got, and they were really cute. And you just kind of randomly got one tossed into some packages. Some packages didn't have them, some did. We've only bought, I think, like 3 things from DisneyStore.com in the season this year, but this year they've been tossing in postcards. Now, at first I thought it was just this one, because we actually got this one twice, but they're legit Disney Store postcards. You could, for whatever reason, write on them and send them to somebody. I don't know. Do people do that? I don't know. But it's a cute little stitch. Just how good do I have to be? And I thought, well, that's the only one, because the second time we ordered something from Disney Store, we got the same card in the package. It's actually going to be one of the things we're going to look at here in a moment. Came in that. But then we ordered something else. I don't remember what it was. It actually might be the thing that we're going to look at in a moment here. It might have been R4 Tree here. I don't remember. But we got a different card. This one featuring Chip and Dale saying Jingle Bell Fun. So I don't know how many of these there are. I don't know if it's just these 2. I would assume if there's 2, there's probably more. But they're very cute, and it's always cool to have something just a little extra tossed in with your purchase, especially from somebody like DisneyStore.com, who's, you know, not cheap. Just, you know, give you a little extra something for holiday cheer. Next, let's look at pins. We haven't looked at any pins in probably a couple months. I don't think since Halloween, or at least close to Halloween, have we looked at pins. We've got a couple today. One is holiday themed, the other is not. And I believe we ordered these because she was ordering something else and needed to get 2 free shipping. Or maybe that there was something she needed to get to a certain price point. I think it might have been free shipping. But we have a couple pins, one holiday, one not. Start off with the holiday one here. And as you can see, it's one of the ones they've put a sticker right in front of the pin. But as you can see, it's a Small World Holiday 2024 limited edition pin. Not like a numbered limited edition, but they released a bunch of D23 pins like last week, this week. We didn't order any of those, at least not yet. I do kind of like that 20,000 Leagues one though. But it's a Small World pin. It says it's a small world in a wreath, but it's, you know, it's the facade of the ride. Some little nutcrackers there. Got a little Santa hat on the TikTok sun. Fairly straightforward, double pin backed. But just, you know, a nice little holiday pin. And I think the only holiday pin we bought this year from Disney. Then we have one more pin. It's not holiday. It's Star Wars. And it's very weirdly packaged because it's supposed to light up. So I'm assuming this little booklet we see in there is probably every language on Earth telling you not to eat batteries. But this one is, I believe, open edition. And maybe this is what we ordered to get the free shipping. I don't remember. But it looked pretty cool online. I've not actually tried it yet. This is the first time I've taken it out of the package. It's taped shut. We're going to have to break that seal because we do need, I'm sure we have to at least flip a switch on the back here because, see, this is not, oh no, we shouldn't need to. Okay, that's good. This is not just a very awkwardly chunky lightsaber pin. This is supposed to light up. Let's see if it'll do it. And it isn't. There's a tab. There's a tab. There's a little plastic tab there. I can't get in there with my hands, but maybe we can get in there with tweezers. Sitting here thanks to our some of our Lego fun. All right, let's see if it'll work now. You know, kind of hard to see. Let's turn some lights off. Well, now you can see the lightsaber, but now you can't see anything else. But yeah, it's a little light up lightsaber pin. I'm guessing we will at some point see an Empire version maybe oriented the other direction so they can like be crossed or something if you put them on a board. But yeah, it does have the, you can't see it now because it's dark in here, but it does have the Rebellion logo on it. As you can see, it lights up lovely, a little shade of blue. And that's all it does. It's just, it seemed like a cool pin, so I wanted to get it. And you know, if you watch this channel, you know I do like my glowy things. I will have to figure out how to put that little tab back in there so it doesn't turn on and run its own battery down while it's in storage. Yeah, so it's very chunky. It is a single pin back. It does have the Mickey head pin. No, there's a double pin back. There's a second pin back up there. I'm not going to break the seal on it, but yeah, look at that. Look at all that cardboard. And again, I'm sure that that's all just these same warnings in every conceivable language. But it's nicely molded or modeled. The hilt there would be what? Luke's, that's Luke's hilt, right? Yeah, that's Luke's hilt. Like classic. Got the blue saber. They do, you know, they did put it on this like backing here, so it's a little visible in the light. You can sort of see it there. You can see that it's blue anyways. I mean, you can see that it's just clear when I turn it off, and it does turn blue on camera when I turn it on, but it's just kind of bright in here to really get the full effect with the lights on. But it does say lights up. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, not Christmassy, but something, you know, that we ordered it during the season, and it did bring me a little bit of joy to get me through this December. Detouring away from Christmas for a minute, there's still one more Christmas thing. We're almost done. Don't worry. I know you have to get out and do shopping and stuff. We're almost done. But I mentioned earlier Bluey. So I had mentioned before that I started watching Bluey not that long before SAC Anime Summer, because they were having the voice actors for Chili and Bandit going to be there. And so, you know, the show looked interesting. The art style on it looked neat. And I had actually caught a couple episodes well back. I caught Pass the Parcel on one other, I don't remember, whichever one comes either right before or right after Pass the Parcel in their normal like showing schedule was the other one I'd seen. And it's interesting to see Pass the Parcel is like one of your first episodes because it doesn't feature Bluey like at all and doesn't even feature Bingo all that much. But of course, if you watch Bluey, the thing that I feel like is almost impossible not to fall in love with is the grannies. And while I've seen a lot of Bluey merchandise out and about during the last few months, lots of very cute little action figures, especially the sets they have like at Costco and Sam's Club. Although admittedly we were at Sam's Club last night and I didn't see that one there anymore. But Costco did still have theirs earlier in the week. A lot of good figures in it. But I had held back from buying basically any Bluey merchandise. I was actually really surprised Hallmark didn't have like a talking Bluey ornament, or something that played the theme song. Ideally, the grannies would be the thing to get. And we were in Five Below. And I went to Five Below because my wife had seen online that they were selling the Gravity Falls Doorables. We did a video of that not that long ago. I bought 3 of them at SAC Anime for $8 a pop, and I complained in that video that seemed expensive until I found on Amazon they're selling them for $12 a pop. So I guess $8 is pretty reasonable, and Five Below is $5. Downright reasonable, apparently. But we were in there looking for those, and we looked at the Bluey section, and they have little single Bluey figures. They're the same style that come in like the Costco and Sam's Club play sets. Target has them in like 2-packs and 4-packs and with cars and other stuff. And for the most part, you know, it's like Bingo in a hay bale and Bluey with an ice cream cone. That could be backwards. It could be the other way around. And I think Lucky with his army helmet. And you know, nothing I felt like I needed to buy. But then something caught my eye. And that would be this. Granny's Bingo. I believe Rita is her granny's name. And yeah, the grannies are simply wonderful. You should watch the grannies, particularly the episode Granny Mobile. It's my favorite grannies episode because not only is it the grannies, it's the grannies and Muffin. Muffin is a horrible child. Muffin is clearly neurodivergent to some degree, does not have boundaries put on her by parents, and is just an awful child. And honestly, almost any episode with Muffin in it is a great episode. Like Facey Time's another really good episode. But Granny Mobile is definitely one to check out. It's got the grannies, including Muffin as a new granny, the Grumpy Granny. But yeah, we saw the Granny's Bingo, which again, I think Rita is her granny's name. And yeah, definitely snatched that right up. But then like, well, if there's a bingo, because we'd commented before seeing the 2-packs and the 4-packs that, oh, if they made Granny's ones, I'd buy those. I'd buy Granny's Bingo and Bluey. But we hadn't seen them. There wasn't even anything on the backs of the package showing that there were ones. But then when I saw this, I'm like, well, that set us on a quest. If there's a Granny's Bingo, there must be a Granny's Bluey. And there is a Granny's Bluey. And after checking multiple Five Belows, as well as looking like in Target and stuff, and Walmart, every Walmart we went to would have exactly one of these styles of figures. Usually either, I think Bluey does come with the ice cream cone. Or no, rather, Bingo comes with the ice cream cone. Bluey comes, I think, with a hay bale. Or Luke with the army helmet. Or it's Lucky with the army helmet. No, it's Lucky with the army helmet. And that would be it. Exactly one. We went to like 3 different Walmarts and they had exactly one of these figures. But we were checking a Five Below. We went into Five Below 4 or 5 different Five Belows, probably a total of 12 times. And I did at one point, that sounds really stupid that I spent that much time looking for a $5 figurine. I'll say I did look online, look on Amazon. On Amazon, they sell Granny's Bluey for $20. And I think they sell Granny's Bingo for like 17, or you can buy them both for 40. It's like, well, I am not doing that. Even if I have to spend more than $15 worth of gas, which I don't think I did. Because we never went just to Five Below. We went to places around Five Below. But finally, last week, we stopped by a Five Below because we were looked at the travel time to get home from work and saw that it was well over an hour. It was very, very bad. So we'll go somewhere else first. We have some shopping still to do. We'll go over to Target. There's a Five Below right there. We'll go look in the Five Below. And all they had, at least all that I saw of Five Below, of the Blueys, in that section was one solitary Granny's Bluey, which I think is Janet. I think it's Rita and Janet. And, naturally I snapped it up reached right in front of a small child that was looking at other Bluey things. They weren't looking at this. They didn't seem to even notice this was there. I didn't steal that out of a kid's hand. But I found Granny's Bluey, and it brings me an exceeding amount of joy. This does appear to be them in their first appearance in the episode. I think the episode's actually called The Grannies, which does ask one of life's most important questions. Do grannies floss? And by floss, I do not mean their teeth. Because I think that's the only time we see Rita with her cane, her little grabby claw cane. But yeah, I was happy to find it. I've now got them. My life is a little bit more complete than it was a week ago. And I've got my own little Granny's Bluey and Bingo. Again, we may go back to Build-A-Bear and build ourselves plush Rita and Janet. So today we have one more thing. It is Christmassy, but it's not a thing I would normally look at on the channel, but its existence has brought me an immense amount of joy this holiday season, and finally finding a physical version of it. Admittedly, not in the size that I would have liked, but I found one, and that's gonna have to do, and that is this cookie tin. Hopefully it's a small one. They have a larger version apparently, but I haven't been able to find it. But I found one of the small ones. And this is from Walmart. It is their great value brand butter cookies, which I'm guessing contain no butter. Oh, it does contain butter, like the fourth ingredient. There's actually butter in their butter cookies. They're not just butter flavored. But if you can, I want you to take, I'm trying to get in such a way that it's not going to glare off the lights. But I want you to take, there we go, that's good. I think it's as good as we're going to get. I want you to take a good, close look at this picture. This picture shows Santa Claus. Now, since some people say he's twerking, I think he's copping a squat on the coffee table in front of a pile of presents. And weird stockings just stuck to the wall, ornaments hanging from the ceiling. This is obviously AI slop. This is almost certainly is an AI generated image, because it doesn't make any sense when you look at it. Nothing in it makes sense. Why are there stockings up here? Why are there ornaments on the ceiling? Things just seem kind of melt together in there. And most of all, why is Santa squatting on the coffee table? Did he really not like those cookies? Is it macaroons? Because we know that from Violent Night, we know that Santa Claus does not like macaroons. But, oh no, sorry. That's Red One, Santa doesn't like macaroons. Sorry if that's a spoiler, which cookies Santa doesn't like in a movie on Amazon. But yeah, this is just such a ridiculous thing. Like, I mean, if somebody actually painted this, that almost makes it worse than it being AI slop, because like somebody thought, yes, this makes sense to me. This makes absolute sense to me. And even if it is AI, this got through how many people at Walmart before it made it to the front of this tin and had cookies put in it? Yeah, it's just such a ridiculous thing. It shouldn't exist, and it brings me so much joy. And if I find the full-size version, then I'll probably still buy it. I don't know, put some Advent stuff in it or something. I don't know. But it's just such a hideous piece of artwork that I absolutely love it. But since it's here, it does have cookies in it, so let's try them. I have very low expectations here, but I'm not going to save the cookies. I'm going to save the tin, definitely, but the cookies, let's try these. See if we're going to eat them or toss them. Let's finish off our last weekend magic before Christmas, possibly last of the year. I don't know if we'll do it next week or not. Trying some great value butter cookies in the most ridiculous tin ever. Okay, I was kind of wondering if these were going to be full-size cookies or miniature. I thought they probably could have fit something else in here, but if these are only like $2, so I mean I'm not expecting a whole lot. Which one should we try? Let's try the pretzel. I've always liked the pretzel ones, despite the fact they don't taste at all pretzel. So we'll try a pretzel one. Honestly, they're not bad. They're a lot better than I would have expected from Walmart brand butter cookies. Yeah, I would say those can actually kind of hold their own against the kind of butter cookies that come in the sewing tins. It's actually better than I expected. It's certainly better quality than that artwork, but yeah, I love that artwork. It is just, why? What's going on? Why is it happening? Please, somebody explain it to me. If you know what this is, first of all, if this is really created by an artist and you know who it is, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I would like you to tell me what's going on in this picture. What is Santa doing? Why is he doing it? What's going on with these decorations? Who just like threw stockings apparently coated in glue at the wall? What's going on here? And if this is by a real artist, please let me know who the artist is, so maybe I can find out if they have some explanation for what they've sent into the world. And that is going to wrap us up for Weekend Magic for this week. Just an assortment of things that have brought me joy during this holiday season, above and beyond the Advent calendar stuff. Now, while this may be potentially the last Weekend Magic of the year, again, I don't know if we'll do anything next week or not. I guess it will depend largely on what I get for Christmas. But even if this is the last Weekend Magic, it's not the last video of the year. We still have a few more days of Christmas to go. We have some more Advent calendars. We've got our Christmas tacos coming up. We've got a Lego video tomorrow with a nice Christmassy theme to it. And more stuff out and beyond that. The fun hopefully never ends here on Void of Intelligence. Hopefully. I mean, I guess it'll end eventually, but hopefully no time soon. But I've kept you long enough, hopefully you went and did your shopping and you came back and watched this in the evening or something. But if you didn't, go get your shopping done. We're going to probably hit the mall tonight after the worst of it's passed. And then maybe go look at some holiday lights, Just drive around a bit, look at the lights on the houses. So I hope you found this video at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.